What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today I'm gonna touch on something that I've gotten some questions about, and now because his competition is coming up fairly soon. Adjust this camera angle, fucking camera angle. There we go. Get my whole body in there. Because his competition is coming up soon, I get questions about what do I think, what is my opinion, how do I feel about Jason Genova. Now let's back up. I found out about Jason Genova from my buddy Brooks. Brooks was, watching a couple of his things on YouTube. He said, "Man, this guy's hilarious. You should check it out." And we would put him on. This is going back probably about a year or two ago. We put the videos on. We would laugh. You know what I mean? They were good. They were entertaining. The kid was funny. And I wasn't sure what to believe, whether or not he was really being himself or whether it was an act. And different times I would lean towards it's an act or it's really him. Like it was depending on what I would see in the video. So I'm like, there's no way this kid could really be like this. There's no way he could, actually think this way. There's no way that he actually has this information available to him, yet he thinks this way. There's no way. And then there's somebody filming the thing, so it's impossible that this guy's not helping him learn more about it, whatever. There's got to be somebody there helping him because they got the camera that we learned it's Andrew, who actually does care about the kid and is his friend. So that's the one thing I could say. Andrew is a good friend. I dig him a lot. When he was pulled off the Genova channel, I stopped watching completely. When those other dickheads were on there making fun of him, I stopped watching it completely. I did get a little pissed when another YouTube individual had said that he was autistic, made fun of him. I mean, bottom line is, whether he does or doesn't have a disability, it's not really for someone to make fun of. I mean, it's different if he brought it out and said, "Hey, I have autism, and it's okay to make fun of me, go for it." It's another thing to never have ever said anything about it and said, "Look, I'm dyslexic and I have a hard time writing and reading," but, this other YouTube channel made a jump and called him autistic and made fun of him. But bottom line is, this is my take on Jason Genova, okay? All the facts aside, all the bullshit aside, here's my take. I don't believe that Jason loves bodybuilding as much as he says he does. I do believe that Jason sees bodybuilding as a way to fame, okay? Jason loves fame, and he is after fame. He is not after being a pro bodybuilder, okay? And I'll tell you why. Anybody who wants to be a pro bodybuilder would put their nose to the grindstone and diet for a show. This kid has yet to diet down for a show, period. He comes on stage. I mean, I've come in fat on stage. If this kid takes the cake when he comes on stage fat, he's like 20% body fat when he gets on stage. And he never progresses. He's not any bigger. He doesn't follow his diet. He doesn't take supplements fucking consistently. He doesn't do anything that you have to do to be a bodybuilder, let alone be a pro bodybuilder. He talks about comparing himself to Dorian Yates, and he talks about comparing himself to Tom Platz. These are champions that built their physiques on consistency and hard work. Now, does he work hard? In his mind, he works hard. But, I mean, you've seen him do sets where, he's using a 20-pound barbell and he doesn't even hit failure with it. And he's like, whoa, total fucking failure, like Dorian fucking Yates, blah, 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 failure, blah, 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 it's hardcore. And I'm sitting there going, I don't get it. Okay, fine, hardcore, whatever. Not making fun of the kid, I just don't think he is in touch with reality as far as, his reality is not reality, if that makes any sense. And I do think that he does this whole thing in hopes for fame. I mean, he's only got like 4,000 subscribers, and he walks around talking about all of his fans worldwide, how he's a celebrity, and blah, 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 blah. And it more or less has to do with this YouTube channel than it does his competitions. So his YouTube channel is what's really important to him. His fame, his fans, his subscribers, and being noticed and trying to make money from it. And then as a side note, bodybuilding was a subject that kind of started it all. Alright? Because if he really cared about this, he would be training like a fucking animal, not putzing around on camera acting the way he does in the gym. He would stick to his fucking diet. He's got PJ Braun and friggin' Aaron Singerman willing to help him out. They even bought his fucking food for him. And he still couldn't stick to the diet. He has no concept of how to incorporate cardio. There was one video where he said, "Well, I did 15 minutes before, I'm going to do the next 10 minutes afterwards so you can get it on camera." And Andrew was like, "That's not how you do it." He's like, "No, well, I want to get it. It's okay." The concepts are not even there to do with bodybuilding. He talks about becoming pro. He's done a couple of local shows. And like I said, I don't think he puts 110% into it because his heart's not really into bodybuilding. Okay? He likes to do it as a recreation because there's really nothing else that he can do. Okay? I mean, maybe he wasn't good at baseball. Maybe he wasn't good at basketball. So he can go in the gym and do his own thing. Call it Genova Training 101. And that gives him somewhat of a status in society. I'm Jason Genova. I'm going to be a pro bodybuilder, and I have a YouTube channel. I'm famous with all my fans and shout-outs and blah, 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 all the bullshit. So I would like to see the kid, honestly, diet down. I would like to see the kid do well on stage. I would like to see him prove everybody wrong. But judging by the way things are going again for this contest, it's not going to happen. And I feel bad for PJ because I've been in his situation before where you lead the horse to water, but you just can't make him drink. And then you see stuff like that video where he put himself eating the fucking ice cream cone after he's sitting there saying straight up, oh, it's not for me, I'm not going to eat this, it's not on my diet, it's just for the camera. And then they hide the camera and he eats the fucking ice cream cone and you go, of course. This is why he's not in shape. He's full of shit. All I'm sticking to it, and he can repeat what he's doing. I have 50 grams of protein isolate whey. I have, and he kind of messes the words up, protein isolate whey. Then I have 3 ounces of chicken breast. Then I have this for this meal. But he's not doing any of it. He's got it memorized, but he's not doing any of it. He's not doing the cardio. His training is not as intense as it should be to be a competitor. He doesn't have the eye of the tiger. Okay? Plain and simple. The eye of the tiger is not in Jason. So, in closing, Jason, I hope that you do get your shit together and go out there and start blowing people off the stage. I hope that someday your dream of being a pro bodybuilder is realized, if this is really your dreams. If it's not, I just fear that we're going to see more of the same shit from Genova. Like, I haven't even watched his videos anymore because it's the same bullshit over and over again with him training and doing shrugs and doing bench presses and fucking yelling, with 40-pound fucking dumbbells and throwing them on the floor. I watch it for Sal, I watch it for Andrew, I watch it for fucking the big guy, Big Richard, whatever his name is. Those guys are what makes it funny because that's reality. They're themselves and they're in there just doing their thing. And that's what keeps it kind of fresh. So without them, I really feel like Jason wouldn't even have a channel right now, which sucks because he's the one that should be pushing it. He's the one that should be growing with the channel. He's the one that should be making the channel something bigger by going out there and doing what he says he's going to do, stepping up and showing the fact that, hey, I have what it takes to accomplish my goals and live my dreams. BiosFreeTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't argue and don't fight. www.biosfreetraining.com is the blog, and where that's not a Genova trained bicep. Out.